Thank you for joining me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And I want you to pick a number one, two, or three. So basically, one, two, three for your reading this week. So I'm just going to put number three and number two to one side there. I'll start with number one. Okay, I've got two cards here. This is the Shaman deck. And again, I'll put the links down below so that you can see. So this is one of the trump cards. This is number 9, the Hermit. This is someone, so those of you who chose number 1, this is someone who is looking into meditation, going into themselves, inside of yourself, looking to connect with your higher self and with your spirit guides. So number 1's, those of you who chose this card, this is an indication that you've got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge from past lives, possibly even a lot of knowledge from worlds up there, other planets that you may have brought back into this lifetime. But it's also a card saying if you've got questions, if you've got decisions to make, ask your spirit guides, ask those above for guidance. But then you must also look for that guidance. Things happen around us, synchronicities happen, and you'll be surprised. Actually, the other day I actually saw a couple of lorries that I'd never seen before, and it was a bit weird that I'd seen three of the same lorries, all with the Great Bear constellation on them, and then I saw another lorry which said stars. And so it was a bit weird. That was all in the same morning as well. So you know, stuff like that happens. So look out for that. Look out for the signs. Look out for signals to give you answers to questions that you might have. These things do happen, believe me. You might even hear music on the radio which answers your question, or even a street sign, or it could be absolutely anything. So don't be afraid to ask a question. Let it go into the universe and let powers that be answer that question for you or help you to make your decision. All right, so this is someone who is quite a wise person. It could also be number ones that you're about to meet someone, or maybe you already know that person who has wisdom beyond their years, and someone who is quite supportive and who can help you out with a few things as well. Also, someone who can help you point you in the right direction with their knowledge and information that they've got. As I say, quite a wise person, somebody who's got a lot of knowledge to impart, a lot of knowledge to pass on to other people. This is also a symbolic of a teacher, number one. So if you yourself have got information that is useful to other people, things that maybe you've learned or experienced, maybe now's the time that you need to pass that knowledge on to others so that they can also have the benefit and may lead them on their right path as well. In the Shaman deck, this card is actually called the Seeker of Souls instead of the Hermit, and it's someone who can see what lies underneath things, someone who can judge atmospheres and feel the atmosphere and feel the energy from places. So that might pertain to you as well, number ones. Maybe you're someone who can walk into a room and feel the atmosphere in there straight away. Maybe you can bump into people that you haven't seen for a while and straight away feel the undercurrents of a relationship, or feel what's going on without it being said. They're very good intuition. You may also be empathic, very sensitive to the feelings of other people, number ones. And you're certainly someone who, if you put your mind to it, you can get in touch with these. Get me words right in a minute. You can get in touch with the spirits and get messages from them to impart to other people. So you've got psychic and intuitive mediumship abilities, definitely looking at that card, because this is wisdom from the past that's being brought through for you. Like a past master. And as I said before, though, you might actually meet someone who is a teacher and a past master, number ones. So it could be an indication that you're about to meet someone who can help you on your journey through life as well. So look out for that. Now, the other card I've got here is your crystal card, and this is Bloodstone. Now, this says, be honest and true, the answers are in you. So, what did I say? You're going internally with meditation, connecting to your higher consciousness. So, this says, courage, valor, love, and honor are gifts that this magical stone will impart. It tunes your frequency directly to your heart, enabling you to make amends or a fresh start. Now, if you've got a piece of bloodstone, carry it with you for this week. Put it in your purse, in your pocket, in your wallet. If you haven't got bloodstone, just keep that picture in your mind, because that will also attach you to that stone. Okay, so you don't need to have it with you. You've got very strong intuitive abilities, so just keep that picture, visualize that stone, and you will get these benefits, this energy coming to you anyway from that picture. Okay, so that's bloodstone. It helps with what does it say there? Courage, valor, and love. It's also a very grounding stone. And when you're meditating and when you're connecting with your higher consciousness, you do need to be grounded as well. You don't want your head still in the clouds when you have to deal with everyday things. And so you do need to ground yourself as well. But also you need to open your heart chakra. And the bloodstone, it's very dark green, and then you've got the reds as well. Now the red is your root chakra, but the green is your heart chakra. So the red is grounding you, helping to ground you, and the green opens your heart chakra up. That's actually a really nice stone to have for someone that can connect with the higher consciousness and connect with spirits and their intuition. So let me know what you think, number ones. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll catch you next week. Hope that's helped you, and I'll catch you all next week. Thank you. Okay, number twos, thank you for joining me, and let's see what you've got here. Oh, this is another trump card. You've got number 14. This is temperance. This is things coming together. So maybe pieces of the jigsaw falling into place for you, number twos. Maybe there's a few things that you've been trying to sort out, and you've been a little bit confused, a little bit bewildered by things. Now things are starting to make themselves right. You're starting to see your way through stuff and starting to see the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Now this lady here, she's in that water. Water represents your emotions, but you can see she's really enjoying being in the water, so she's in control of her emotions. Because at the end of the day, when you've got uncontrol of the emotions, you can be absolutely everywhere, but she's in full control. And look at all those butterflies around her as well. She's transforming almost from chrysalis into the butterfly. I always see the temperance card as being very similar to the justice card. And you can see the guy in the background there, almost like a peeping Tom. So he'll get his comeuppance. Maybe the butterflies are going to go and attack him. So you never know. They're heading that way. Maybe he's someone that she's in love with and she wants him there. So it's coming together. As I said right at the beginning, things coming together in the Temperance card. In the Shaman deck, this card is called Healing, and it's an indication of the mind, body, and spirit being put back together and having a link between them. I mean, there's a link there anyway, but sometimes we lose that link, don't we? It's difficult to find it. But this card is showing you that you have got a good link, number twos, between your soul, your heart, and your mind. And as I say in the Shaman deck, this is called Healing. And the water, as well as being our emotions, the water is also a symbolic of the water of life, which is, and the fountain of youth as well. So both of which are healing waters. So for those of you who picked number two, then maybe this is showing you just go and spend a bit of time on yourself, maybe a massage, a bit of holistic treatment, some crystal healing, some Reiki therapy, anything like that. Any kind of holistic treatment might benefit you at the moment, number twos. Just spend that little bit of time on yourself and don't feel guilty about it. And you can see the colours here as well. You've got the red on the butterfly, which is rooting you to the earth, because that's your root chakra, so that's grounding you. And then you've got the purple of her hair, which is the crown chakra. You've got all the blue, and that's the third eye and the throat chakra, communication between those two people. So this is also bringing together the anima and animus. That's the male and female part of yourselves. So again, that's the link between yourself and your subconscious mind. And you could almost say that being in that water there, it's almost as though she is meditating. She's certainly looking up to the divine. She's looking up to the skies to get uh, signs and to get messages from the divine, answers from the divine, or from source, as you might say. And not only does she have control of her emotions, she's not afraid of her emotions either. Now, we can't actually see whether she's a mermaid. It doesn't actually show you there. But she could be. Maybe she's someone who's got knowledge of under the water. So if you take that as the emotions, number twos, you could also be a person who's quite empathic to the sensitives and feelings of other people. So you could pick those feelings up quite easily in the undercurrents of situations as well. So again, somebody who is on a spiritual path. And again, looking at that, or I should say as well, looking at that number twos, I get the feeling that you're people who value the life around you. And I'm not just talking about humans, I'm talking about human, non-human, animate and inanimate. The life, you can see the life in everything, because there's part of source in everything around us, and the water, the hills, the trees, everything. So whether it moves, whether it doesn't move, and whatever shape or form it comes in, you're people who can actually see the sacredness of the life around you. And when it surrounds you, you can actually feel blissful, ecstatic, because that's how it makes you feel. You've got all that life around you, and you can see the beauty of having it there. You can even go into your own back garden or even into the street and be surrounded by people, but you'll still see all the other life around you as well. Let's have a look at the crystal we've got for you then, number two. So this is hematite. So put out your request and watch it manifest. Hematite emanates a happy energy that will endorse a sense of solidarity and security within you by grounding awareness into the present moment. A magical stone that will manifest your dreams and wishes into everyday reality. Excellent for memory recall, conditions of the blood, and spinal alignment. But I mean, from what I've just read out there, what's on this crystal card here, as I said, she's grounded. You've got the red for the root chakra. She's grounded into that water, but she's also present and aware of what is around her. So number two is, you know, as I said, you can feel the life around you. It doesn't matter where you are, even if you're in the street and surrounded by loads and loads of human beings, you can feel and see the rest of the life around you. You're the type of people who'll spot all the birds. You're the type of people who'll be walking in a crowd of people, but you'll spot the spider or the ant on the wall. You can see that other life form, and you can see how beneficial it is to yourself and to everyone else, how sacred that life is. So you're aware of the present moment. You can feel that life, you can see that life, and you can enjoy it. And that's exactly what hematite is saying there. You're aware of the present moment. So hematite is a magical stone that manifests your dreams and wishes into everyday reality. So, as I said, with her, she's looking up to source. She wants to get messages. Maybe she's trying to manifest something. Number twos. Maybe you have manifestations that you've done already, and you're trying to manifest something else. But just remember to let it go into the universe once you ask for something, or once you say that you need something. Just let it go. Let the universe bring it to you, or let the universe show you how to go and physically get what you want. So if you've got some hematite, carry it round in your purse, your pocket, your bag. If you haven't, just take a good look at that stone there. It's a nice sort of dark silvery, a greyish stone, shiny stone. And just keep that image in your mind, because if you don't have the stone physically present, that image will link you to the stone's beneficial energies for you as well. And just keep that in your mind for the next week, and that will help you. It's also quite a grounding stone as well, hematite. So as well, while you're trying to either connect with source or trying to manifest, it'll help keep you grounded as well. Okay, number two, so I hope you like that. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you very much. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay, number three is, let's see what we've got here. Oh, we've got another trump card. Now, all these cards, believe me, are shuffled. So that's three trump cards I've pulled out. I've not had that before, but there we go. Maybe things are coming to a head this week. Maybe there are things happening that are quite strong, but this is karma. You've got 20. It's judgment, karma. It's called different things in different decks, this card is. In the Shaman deck that I'm using here, this card is called Evocation, and it shows you that you've got somebody playing a pipe, you've got someone dancing, but it looks like this being is actually coming up from the depths of the earth. So it's almost like the dead awakening. And you've got the new moon there, which shows you that something new is about to start. Some kind of new path, new journey is about to start for you. Number threes. So what I'm getting from this card, number three, is, have you actually had this feeling for a while that you need to be doing something differently from what you're doing at the moment, maybe a different job, maybe wanting to start your own business, maybe wanting to start or put more effort into a hobby that you have, turn it into something a bit more lucrative, or maybe it's a new hobby or a new sport that you want to try. Well, this piper here, like the Pied Piper, is calling you to do it, and the new moon is stating that there now is a good time to start something new and to actually put your ideas into physical reality. And so, if you do want to, excuse me, if you do want to start a new pastime, a new sport, or anything like that, if you want to turn a craft that you've got into a business, now is the time to do it. According to this card, this is awakening you from slumber. And saying that as well, number three is you might also see people around you waking up at the moment. I've seen a little bit of it around myself, people suddenly realizing that things that they've been told on the media have not been the truth, and now they're being told something else, and now they're all very confused. And there's been a lot of aggression, shall I say, verbal aggression, that they don't want to accept what they're being told. But anyway, people are waking up. It's also very important that we keep grounded. You've got the red there, but look, there's only a small amount of it. This guy's coming up from the earth. The red's got to keep him connected to the earth as well. He doesn't want to go floating off. Needs to keep himself grounded. He's got you can see there, you've got the green of the roots of the tree coming up. That's almost like the Kundalini awakening. That's the energy that goes through all the chakras in your body, and it comes up through your body and opens everyone up. And it's like this energy source that puts you in touch with source, with your higher consciousness. That's exactly what this person is trying to do. Now his one hand's up there signals that he's trying to get in touch with source. He's got an open hand there. So any messages, any guidance from source or from spirits, his hand is open to receive them. And that's exactly how you need to be as well, number threes. Look around you for guidance, look around for the synchronicities again. But as I say, keep yourself grounded, get in touch with your higher consciousness through meditation. Music may help you as well, but try to go for music that is, I think it's 432 hertz, which speaks to your heart, and not some of this music that's out at the moment. Well, in fact, a lot of the music that's out at the moment, the actual frequency that it's on has been altered to disrupt our bodies and our way of thinking. But the 432 hertz is right for our heart and right for the energy of our bodies. So try and listen to music at 432 hertz. If you go onto YouTube, just put in 432 HZ, it'll come up with loads and loads of stuff. And there's all sorts of music on there at that frequency. So you're bound to find something that you like. Alright, so look here as well, that guy sitting at the top, it's almost like a cliff. He's sitting there, and it's almost like a pedestal, isn't it, that he's sitting on while he's calling this being up. But I always say, don't put people on pedestals, be very careful. You might find someone that you can respect, number threes, and in which case you know, respect is great, trust is great, get advice, get support from these people, but it doesn't mean that you need to put them on a pedestal. You know, like we have with celebrities and singers and musicians and actors and people like that. Why have we put them on a pedestal? They're just doing a job the same as we all do. We all do a job and we all start at the beginning. We're all born. We all have to learn to read and write. We all have to learn to walk and talk and run and dress ourselves and brush our teeth and etc. You know, we all start at the beginning. No one is better than another person. And unfortunately, when we put someone on a pedestal, it goes to the head and they immediately start thinking, oh, I'm better than these, so put me up here. So be very careful when you do that. There's no reason you can't respect someone. There's no reason to not trust someone, not get advice from someone. But at the end of the day, they are the same as you. There are things that you can do that person can't do. Just remember that. You're not above and you're not below another person, and neither are they. So all this putting people on pedestals, which we've been doing for so many years, it's actually very bad and not done us any good at all. Let's see um, what stone you've got here. Ah, sodalite. Okay. No worries. We keep with a good night's sleep. Okay. No worries. We keep with a good night's sleep. Right. Well, he's just waking up from sleep. Deep relaxation achieved during a good sleep aids rejuvenation and inner peace. Sodalite reduces mental activity to calm and clear the mind. A powerful de-stressing stone that will relax the tightest of minds to promote an even distribution of energy throughout the body, releases burdens of responsibility and increases self-acknowledgement. That's quite a nice one, isn't it? So basically, then, this guy's just waking up. So, number three is, according to this stone there, maybe you've had a period of relaxation and now is the time that you need to start putting yourself forward and making yourself known to people. And that would go with what I'm saying with a new moon starting a new project, wouldn't it? Now's the time to act. You've got an active and calm and clear mind because you've had a period of rest. Maybe you've had time to think about these new plans that you've had, and now's the time to put it into motion. So if you've got some sodalite, it's blue and white. It's got bands of white through it. If you've got a piece of sodalite, keep it with you. It's also very good for the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. So it can help you with communication and with linking to your intuition. It's also got there that it's a de-stressing stone. Well, blue is anyway. Blue helps you to relax, the colour blue. And it also helps you recover as well. Okay, so if you've got a piece of that stone, keep it with you, as I say, in your bag, in your pockets, in your wallet. If you haven't got a piece of sodalite, then just keep that picture in your mind and keep its benefits in your mind as well. The fact that it de-stresses you, the fact that it's linked to your throat chakra and your third eye chakra, that it can give you calm and clear mind so that you can think about what you need to do to progress and to go forwards. And if you think about that stone for this week, and that will help you, number threes. I've got a big piece of sodalite. It's a lovely stone, lovely blue stone. It's a little bit darker than lapis lazuli. It's a bit more of a I think lapis is quite a nice blue cover where it is sodalite. It's got a lot of purple, a lot of darkness in it. Okay, and that it would go very well with that card as well. So there you go, number threes. Let me know what you think at the bottom, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you for joining me. Like, keep that stone in your mind, as I say, and I'll catch you all next week, guys. Okay, take care. Bye bye.